Excuse me. Well, part 10, we've made it this far, so we might as well just finish out the game, right? So in this video, we're doing our in-game trades challenge, and by now, I hope you've watched at least one of the other previous ones. We buy potions, super potions, because we need those for sure. Especially against some of these gym leaders that just wreck our team. But we go through the game, and I get all the in-game traded Pokemon, which means I have to catch the Pokemon in the wild that I need to trade for those in-game traded Pokemon. And I can still use them on my team all the way up until the point that I trade for the in-game traded Pokemon. So we have Skitty, which, man, I gotta keep Skitty all the way until I believe the Battle Frontier, because you trade Skitty for Meowth at some place at the Battle Frontier. I'm guessing, because I've never had the desire to be like, oh, you know what? I want a Meowth, and better yet, I want one at the end of the game that I get from a NPC that I'll really never use and have no use for. But Skitty does get the level 45 right here, so I am happy about that. Although I am unhappy that my awesome Volbeat, which has really been growing on me, is going to have to go this episode. We're trading Volbeat. Because Signal Beam just wrecks Dark-type, wrecks that Mighty Ina, wrecks Poochyena. Even when Mighty Ina's Intimidate cuts Volbeat's attack power, does Intimidate cut attack power in half? Or, I know it reduces it a good amount. Maybe it's in half. But Signal Beam and Volbeat do not care, because that move it's just good. It's a nice, solid, dependable move. And that's what I really love out of a Pokemon and a move, It's pretty simple. But we're here at this Weather Institute. We couldn't get past the team. I almost wanted to call them Team Rocket, but I was like, oh wait, they're Team Aqua. We couldn't get past the Team Aqua members. And now that we did, we found a Leaf Stone, and we're going to be evolving Nuzleaf, which we already got from in-game trades, so he goes by Dots. We will be evolving that Nuzleaf with that Leaf Stone, not just yet, not immediately, but once. I'm going to wait till Nuzleaf gets to level 49, because he learns Extra Sensory, which is a Psychic type move, and I desperately need all the diversification I can get in my move typing, because I have not a single one of my Pokemon can learn a Psychic type move, I believe, besides Dots. Now, there might be like Calm Mind as like a TM, but that doesn't do any damage at all. So Extra Sensory is the only the only Psychic type move that could do damage that I could have on my team. So I'm going to run that. Dots is at level 42, about to get to level 43, so I'm only essentially 6 levels away. I think I get the level up after the Slug. If not the Slugma, then after the Marsh Top. Because May's team, I beat her so quickly that I was like, wait a minute. Is this right? Like, at this point in the story, I'm just coming up on Gym Leader 6. Okay, there's level 43. But I'm coming up on the... Oh yeah, he could learn Swagger, which is... I don't like it, because, yeah, you confuse your opponent, but you sharply raise your opponent's attack, I believe by 2 stages. So, once they're done being confused, you just made them angry, and you made them, way powerful. It's like, why... Who would want to run Swagger? Maybe if you're, in a really bad situation and you need to just take a big chance in order to defeat the opposing Pokemon, yeah, I can see it. But for my purposes, I just need to be a good amount of levels higher, because my team, basically it sucks. I'll just be honest, just in terms of stats, Volbeat, Nuzleaf, and Skitty, overall, there's way better options, Swampert, my favorite, for Gen 3, and way better options you could have on your team in a playthrough of Emerald. So now we made it to Fort Tree City, and I just have to trade. I don't want to trade, but I have to. So I did get my Volbeat up to level 44. so I could have a level 44 Plusle instead of level 43, just because Volbeat was really close to leveling up. Because I believe when you trade, the Pokemon you receive, it doesn't have any experience in progress to the next level, so it doesn't match, the Pokemon you traded. You have to do a full amount of experience to that next level, if that makes sense. But we do get a Plusle. I guess it's called Pluses, and it's an electric type. And I thought I was kind of covered because Skitty no Shockwave, but this is actually kind of good because I looked up Plusles on Cerebi to see what moves it could learn, and I guess it's a girl. Moves she could learn, and it already has Thunder, which was amazing. I was very happy about that. Fake Tears, I like the combination. That's a good strategy because Fake Tears lowers their special defense by 2 stages. Thunder is a special move, not a physical move, so that's going to come in handy when I need to set myself up for a possible one-shot on some opponents. But Baton Pass, however you say it, I'm not about that because I don't have a minion, so and I rarely run into double battles where I would even run Plusle and Minion in a double battle because there'd be no variation. I just have 2 electric types, so that wouldn't make sense to me. So I got rid of Baton Pass, replaced it with Facade, just to have a normal type move alongside Thunder when I don't want to drain Thunder's PP, which I do have some PP up, so I should probably use those on Thunder. Probably next episode, just to have, not constantly having me go back to the Pokemon Center to heal just to get more PP, or use up my precious max elixirs. So I'm happy so far because, in Fortree City, leader Winona was a flying type gym leader, so Pluses was right in her element. But Thunder, man, that's a good move. I always have loved that move. Although moves like Thunder and Rock Slide, they don't have 100% accuracy from the get-go. I've always loved their animations and just seeing that just sense of raw power just going out to the other Pokemon and just usually dealing a great amount of damage to them. So I defeat little Gabby and Ty. They show up every once in a while. I mean, they don't provide any challenge. It's just to get, a little more experience points. And I found a Mighty Ena in the wild, so I had to level up Plusle, of course. And what else? Oh, yeah. So we have Plusle, Nuzleaf, who's going to get evolved at level 49. Hopefully next episode. At least before the 7th gym leader. That'd be nice. And... oh yeah, now we're in the gym. Skitty against Skarmory. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. So Plusle is solely electric type, and I have Thunder and Facade. So I have an electric type attacking move and a normal type attacking move. Now later down the line, I learned that Plusle can learn TM23 Iron Tail. So that'll add even more diversity to my move sets. So Plusle will have a steel type move, but unfortunately to access that area in that one cave, I need to have HM08 Dive, which you do not receive until you get to Moss Deep City and talk to Steven. So I'm a little ways off from that. Because Moss Deep City, that's where the 7th gym leader is. Or I think it's twins. The 2 little girls, they run the gym together. And that's a psychic type gym, I want to say. My bad memory coming in for work, every day. Can't quite remember, but that's my best guess. Based off the gym leaders before and da-da-da. So, because I know the 8th gym leader is... wait a minute. It is Wallace in Ruby and Sapphire, but I believe Wallace is the champion in Emerald. We're just going to find out together. Although some of you already know, don't spoil the surprise. So yeah, we're going to have more diversity, and there are 4 in-game traded Pokemon to pick up, but the last one is, what is the last one? I know I have to trade a Bagon, which is so, toxic. Oh yeah, the last game traded Pokemon's a Horsey, so I could get a Seadra once I evolve it, but could I get the Kingdra? Because I think you have to trade a Seadra and have it hold a Dragon Scale or something like that in order to get a Kingdra. And I ran a Kingdra in not my previous playthrough of Crystal, but just in a, I was playing my buddy. We had a link cable for his Game Boy SP to my Game Boy Color, and I traded him my Seadra and then traded it back as a Kingdra back to me. Let me tell you, Kingdra, Water and Dragon, especially in the earlier generations, that's a combo that's hard to beat. I'll tell you that, because its only weakness is Dragon type, because Ice is not very effective against Water, but is super effective against Dragon, so it evens out to just normal damage. So Kingdra, I do like that. Kingdra with, oh yeah, that was Gen 2, so I probably got a Tyranitar. Oh no, we never finished that playthrough, but I would have gotten a Tyranitar. Oh yeah, so here we are, we're fighting the gym leader. I guess I should talk about that. I just send up my weak Pokemon because I'm like, man, I did not do this correctly. I didn't set up my Plusle. I didn't even have any X Defense or X Special or what have you. So I keep having to revive my Plusle because I was trying to have Plusle be the star of the show against this flying type gym, but you know, Swablu had to whip out Perish Song, and I was like, really? Like, that's the only reason you have that Swablu, for, you know, because that on its own, that's a weak Pokemon. But I guess starting off with Perish Song, that's a smart move. That's a strategic move on Leader Winona's part. I have to give her credit, although I'm still going to take her down because although my Plusle doesn't evolve at all, and Altaria is evolved and stronger because of that, as it just wrecks me because it knows Earthquake. A flying type knows Earthquake. Explain that one to me. I get it. Altaria's dragon flying, I'm pretty sure. So it's like more powerful, and dragons can learn all types of moves outside of their typing. But come on. That is just insane. So I got to take down this Altaria with a little help from my friends. A little reference to, was that the Beatles? I get by with a little help from my friends. So Plusle almost gained 2,000 experience points because of that boosted XP going on. And Skarmory is going to be no challenge. I know that because Thunder is just going to eliminate it. And there's simply no other way around it. Skarmory is going to go down. Thank you very much. And is there one more? Oh yeah, the Swablu from earlier. I felt like this battle was taking a long time, and it was just because Plusle kept fainting, and I kept being stubborn and wanting to use it. So Facade makes short work of Swablu. Swablu's normal flying, just to make a note of that. Altaria gains the dragon typing. It's kind of like Magikarp into Gyarados. You start out with something weak, you get something strong. Also Phoebos and Melodic if we want to keep it Gen 3. Pelipper, yeah, there's really no chance up against Thunder. And I do get another level up to 46 in this episode. And lastly, we have Tropius, which when the first time I encountered a wild Tropius, I was like, bro, this Pokemon is gonna be so good. And then I was like, oh, the grass and flying combo isn't actually all that good. And plus its stats were kind of just they were all right. I was really hoping it was gonna learn some sick like grass and flying type moves. Like I could run like Solar Beam and Giga Drain and what's a good flying type, like Sky Attack, I don't know. And I just kind of found out that Tropius is just kind of alright. So I was really, because that was the first time I had ever seen a grass and flying type Pokemon, so I was just really intrigued because it seemed unorthodox to me, and I love all things unorthodox. Now, since this is a 6th gym leader, it's at every even number gym, you get some more obeying privileges from your Pokemon. So because my Pokemon are, I got 2 that are from in-game trades, I really need that because now up to level 70, they will obey me without question, without fail. So thank you guys for watching, and see you in part 11.